Shazia Ilmi, the Trinamool saying, we've distanced ourselves from our MP's comments. Those are made in her personal capacity and clearly not accepting that there is any reason to act immediately, saying she's made her views, we don't agree. Several times when the BJP leaders say things which the party doesn't agree with, doesn't mean that any action needs to be taken against Mahua.
Well, Mahua Moitra might think she's really cool, but the issue is that she is becoming too hot to handle even by her own party. And the fact is that she has become a serial offender. I mean, she says things like, Choti Wala Rakshas to Giriraj ji. So she says things like, Susu Poti Republic about Bharat. When she wants to talk about BJP, she says things like, take Gaumutra shots. So there is constant, disparaging of the cultural values of India, people who believe in Hinduism, and there is that Hindu dvesh, there is, and she is far too cool, you see, to be part of this world, so to speak. And I think, as I could hear from Kakoli ji, that is really becoming difficult, and these comments of Mahua are becoming untenable and defensible even for her own party. But the fact of the matter is that she was shown a poster in which Goddess Kaali is shown a particular way, and she is smoking, so to speak. And so it's all right really for the liberal world, and I come from a film school where this is really all right. And I want to ask Kakuli ji, is it all right for them just to distance themselves? Because this was not the mood when people in my party were just to distance themselves from Nupur and her comments. Even now, the idea is not just to arrest her, but to
okay, let Kakoli respond to that.
Her.
The opposition parties asked for action against Nupur Sharma for offending Muslim sentiment. The BJP says, shouldn't similar demands be made against Mahua Moitra?
Such open disrespect is being shown,
Kakoli,
which is hurting people's sentiments. They're just not Muslims, they're Hindus, that's the only difference.
I don't know whether you noted it, that in the same conclave 2-3 years back, Bharatiya Janata Party leader Dilip Ghosh questioned the birth of...
What about it will not help, Kakoli ji. We're talking about now. Nupur's incident happened now, and Mahua Moitra is who we're discussing. No, don't go all over the place. I don't know what Dilip Ghosh did. I don't know whether they were Bangladesh.
Okay, Shazia, I can't run a debate like this. You've had your say. You made a point. Let Kakoli respond.
I said that in a prior conclave of the same house, Dilip Ghosh, the leader of Bharatiya Janata Party, questioned the birth of Durga.
Okay, you're repeating yourself. You made that point previously. I want to go across and get a comment from Vaishnavi Prasad. Now, the point that Shazia makes is Mahua Moitra trying too hard to be cool, to be liberal, to make it seem as if it's okay to mock Hindu gods and goddesses? Wouldn't do this with the Prophet Muhammad, but doesn't see anything wrong with mocking Hindu gods, and therefore the likes of Shazia, many in the BJP, others who support that cause say, why do this? It may be true, but do you really need to poke somebody's eye? Is that even the right thing to do? Vaishnavi Prasad.
Look, Rahul, I mean, it's a world where we have free speech. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a point of view. Everybody has some sort of interpretation. And when it comes down to religion, I think the reality is that religion has evolved over so many years in such a way that everyone is free to interpret the religion in a way that it gives them hope and creates a place of safeness and sort of sanctity for them, which is why you see so many subsects and so many different interpretations of a single religion. Kaali herself, even though she is most prominent in Bengal, is not exclusive to Bengal. She belongs to South India. She's there in Andhra Pradesh. She's there in Madhya Pradesh. She's everywhere, and everywhere you have different interpretations of Kaali. So what one person takes offense to might just be an artistic expression for another person. Coming to the aspect of this not happening in other religions, I call complete bullshit on that, because this kind of artistic representation, or if you want to call it misrepresentation, where people have taken offense and it has become a big deal, has happened in almost all major religions. I have made a note of this. I can even bring up a few examples. If everybody remembers the Charlie Hebdo incident where they did cartoons about Prophet Muhammad, a lesser known incident in India is the one of the Piss Christ, which was a piece of art done where there was a sculpture of Christ behind a layer of urine. And this, the entire Catholic community took offense to. So it's not like this doesn't happen in other religions. It does happen. We are only focusing on what is happening here.